Hello, ladies and gents, and welcome to another episode of the Family Podcast with your two favorite brothers. My name is Sammy.
My name is Don.
And welcome to the show. Like today, we've been blessed, man.
Tell them.
We've been blessed by a very, very special guest.
Yeah.
Like, Boy Nash, what's happening, man?
I'm good, man. How you doing, man? Thanks for having me, man.
No problem, man. Thank you for coming through. I know it's probably a busy time for you, so we respect the time, man.
No worries, man.
So here we always start with what was your family dynamic growing up?
Bro, straight into the question.
Yeah.
I say no icebreakers, man.
No.
Icebreaker?
I said, what was your family dynamic? Boy, I don't know. When you say dynamics, what my family, like how I was with
Like
my
how
family.
you was growing up, like what was like?
Yeah. So I grew up with my mum, and then I grew up with my uncle. I see my dad on the weekend sometimes. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, that was literally my dynamic. Like I see my cousins sometimes. Like one of my cousins, Junior, I used to see him sometimes on the weekend. But yeah, that was it. That's how I grew up, man. But it's a normal settings, well, like taken care of. You know what I mean? Mum used to take us church on Sunday.
You
get
the
me?
ones.
Yeah. Food's prepared. Like, you know what I mean? Like man went to school. Like, that's my dynamic growing up. When I was in Ghana, I lived in Ghana for a bit. So I was living with my uncle. Do you know what I mean? My uncle took care of me. I went boarding school, did all of that jazz. So yeah.
Oh, right, you went boarding school. How do you find that? Well, actually, do you know what? It's mad because I feel like boarding school, as I think about it, and boarding school as my cousins in Ghana know it, like two different things, isn't it?
Oh, okay, yeah.
But yeah, what was your experience like of boarding school?
Yeah, man. I think it makes you tough, man. It just made me who I am. You get what I'm saying?
Oh, it's sick. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think it's contributed to who I am. Like how my life was planned out. It's just how it shaped me for these sort of times, innit? I mean, it's very discipline oriented. You have to be tolerant. You have to be strong. It teaches you to be firm. It teaches you not to fold. It teaches you to persevere. It allows you to create yourself. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's tough, but it allows you to, through that toughness, if you come out of it, you come out strong. You get me? Mentally strong. You know, yeah.
So you'd recommend it?
Or
you think it's not for everyone?
For me personally, I think I needed it to calm down. I was full of too much energy and doing a lot of madness, so I needed it to calm down and just relax. Do you get what I'm saying? But it depends on what type of person you are. Do you get what I'm saying? How you are. But I think for me it was good. Like I can't talk for anybody else, but I think for me, at the time I didn't like it.
Oh, okay.
Do you get? No, I didn't like it at the time. I just thought, what the hell's this? Like, but I just gone with it. But growing up, I've realized that place shaped me, you know. Yeah, so yeah, that's what I'd say about it.
Okay. And what would you say is the most important thing you learn't being in Ghana?
To make something from nothing. Creativity. And when you're in Ghana and they don't have toys, they'll make cars out of tins, and you know what I mean. They will play rounders with a fig tree bat and like something. Yeah, I mean, like they will learn logic and stuff themselves, or make a computer themselves. You get me? And start producing beats. The creativity level is crazy. So it's taught me that there's not really any excuses. There's never really an excuse, man.
Is it like once you've been there and you've seen that level of creativity and stuff?
Yeah.
Is it a bit like coming to London with a cheat code? Because there's so much technology now, plus you've got the creativity of being, you know, in Ghana for a while. Do you feel like that's...
I think I'll come to that question, but to backtrack as well, it's made me adaptable. I think Ghana is what has its pros and its cons, isn't it? You get me? Everywhere has its pros and its cons. So here has its pros and it has its cons. But I think with Ghana, the pros is the creativity and all of that, adaptability, the strength and all of that. But the cons is you're sometimes not as optimistic, or you're in survival mode. Do you get me? When you're living in survival mode, you're living out of fear. So when you look at, I can't even talk for everyone, but when you look at some people, you know, they don't even want to, they don't want to spend their money. They just because they're scared it's gonna be done with. Like you're in survival mode. You don't want to take risks because you've come from a place of like maybe just not having the luxuries that the West has, because there is luxurious, but it's a different luxury. But the world will paint like this place has more of a certain luxury that we would like, technology, all them things. So it's like you look at it like, I don't want to spend any of my money. I want to keep myself. I'm in a better place. It can create that sort of energy within you.
Sure.
So yeah.
I mean, that's interesting that you say that, because it's definitely something that I see among like my elders, obviously, who are from Ghana, because me and Sammy are from Ghana.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and so I see a lot with them where it's like the mentality that they've kind of come from nothing, they've built something, but that thing needs to be protected. You know what I'm saying? Because it took a lot to get it there.
Facts.
So for them, it's like, we don't play risks with this thing because we already risked it all to get it. Do you know what I'm saying? So I definitely feel that. And
we're just here like, but we could have more though.
Yeah. The Western
they don't
mentality,
see it.
they don't see it like that.
They don't. How did you get into rapping?
That was when I was on the estate, man. I think. Yeah, I was on the estate. I grew up in Mitcham, and then we used to chill on the block. And I just wanted to be a part of the man them, innit? And I think when I was younger, and that's one thing, actually, that's one crazy, because that's one thing that Ghana did to me as well. Ghana made me very isolated. I don't know whether even like in Ghana, I don't even know whether I even went through a period of depression or not. Because in Ghana, we don't even know them things. I don't know what depression is. I don't know what anxiety is. We'll go through it and just not even know we're going through it. So I became that Ghana made me very isolated. But before, when I was here, I was everywhere, like on the block. I'll be at Jesmond Close. I'll be on Tamworth Lane. I'll be at Armsfield. I was everywhere, loud. Do you get me? Nash, do you get me? But I wanted to be a part of the mandem. And during the time, there was like cliques and stuff, and like I was part of a clique in it, like what I mean, like a crew or whatever, spitting crew and them things there. And it was through that's how I got my recognition. Do you get what I'm saying? So then I started like writing bars and then going to sets, and I'm like, oh, you're sick, bro. You're cold. This Nash boy, you're sick. And then through that's how I got into it, man. And then I started realizing when I was in class, I would prefer to write lyrics as opposed to just like sitting in class, because I couldn't keep still. But the only thing that could take my focus was writing lyrics. Nothing else can keep my focus apart from writing lyrics, recording the music.
Do you know what? It's mad that you say that, because I remember just going through the posts, innit? Obviously, we've been following each other for a little while, and we're going through the posts. I just wanted to see in it like what was going on, and then somebody was like, "What? Charlie wants to lose his money? Nash, Nash spits in his sleep." And I was like, "Yo!" And to be honest, I must say, like since the day I followed you, it's literally been nothing but bars. Like every event, I'm pretty sure I'm like, okay, Nash is probably there, innit? Like, it's like you don't miss an opportunity to spit.
Yeah, I don't know. I was just hungry, man. I don't know what it was about music, man. I just hungry. I can't stop.
Yeah. You can tell that, like, from your socials, from the way that you are. Like, you can.
I was embarrassed to be a rapper. That's the crazy thing. Like, I didn't want to be a rapper. I was embarrassed. I just looked at like, what is this? Why am I so into this thing? But that's again growing up in Ghana. They made man feel like man's gift was a curse. So it's only recently, like probably about 3-4 years, that I've started to actually embrace the gift properly. But I remember like my Marge and them, they didn't rate it, and my uncles and that, like, what are you doing? Like, I'll go get a master's, or they want me to go that route. Do you get what I'm saying? So even when you're saying that, but there's something in me that just likes to rap. I can't switch it off. Do you get me? Like it's crazy. Like, I don't even know.
It's funny that you raised that, innit? Because basically, we went round to my mum's, innit? My dad was throwing a little barbecue, innit? And me and Sammy started off in music before we jumped into podcasting. And we were speaking, like, we were just chilling with mum, eating chicken, you know the vibe. And my niece started singing or something like that. And then my mum was like, "Oh, my little musician. Oh, you can tell she's made to sing." You see, when we were growing up here, mum didn't care nothing about no music, innit?
What?
Sammy looked at her like, "You what?" Do you get what I'm saying? Little musician, like, you know.
I was offended. I was offended because the hell that we caught for even thinking that we could have a music career
in music. Yeah.
Mum was not on it at all.
Yeah, definitely.
Why you waste? You know how many people do music in this country, you know, and no, you need to go get your books and study and learn. And it was just zero tolerance.
Yeah, they are literally English, mathematics, science.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Growing up, that was the vibe. You know what I'm saying? So
100, man.
Yeah.
100.
It's mad.
100.
Do you think that you've had to create because we were speaking to a DJ in it, and he was talking about he used to be quite shy, and he actually created a persona in terms of his DJing, so he could be more confident and stuff like that. Do you feel like you've gone through a similar process, or do you think that Boy Nash is a proper representation of like who you are?
Yeah, Boy Nash is that. Boy Nash is who I am. There's been times where I've gone off, but that's because at that point I was trying to be something else because I thought, oh, this is the way I can get in. So I might have made certain tunes that I would have dropped, or I've shot the tunes that I haven't even released. I'm like, why did I even release that tune? Or there's tunes that I've had to pull off YouTube. I'm like, that wasn't me, you know. So I think there has been sometimes where I've tried to be something else, but it just doesn't work. But with me being like now, Boy Nash, this is who I am. Like Foresight is who I am, bro. Yeah. And it's easier. I don't have to put up a stunt. I don't have to lie. And I feel like when you're more truthful, bro, you're just freer, man.
Yeah.
Like I feel like when I was like, even like sometimes when man would work a part-time job and I wouldn't tell people I made music, it's like there's a chain around my neck. Do you get what I'm saying? It's like I'm hiding something. I'm not being who I am. I'm conflicted within me. So it's like right now, man's just like, this is what I am, I'm a rapper, bro. Like whether I make 1 million streams, whether I make 1,000 streams, this is who I am, innit? So now I'm very open as to who I am. This is what I do. My music is open. I don't hide my insecurities. I just put it all out there because I feel like it just makes me freer and stronger as a person. So if you want to vibe with me, you vibe with me. If you don't want to vibe with me, you won't vibe with me. So it's like, even going on to like Fire in the Booth and doing the whole thing with Charlie and all of that, it's like, bro, I'm just myself. I can't. And when you're yourself, I feel like you shine better, man.
Yeah.
No, definitely.
So 100. It's like, yeah, I'm myself, man. Like Nash is my real name. Do you get me? Like,
yeah.
It's not even like it's my fake name or anything. Yeah.
So I think when did I first see Nash? I think the first time I saw you was at Moolah Cake.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. That was the first time I'd heard of you. Yeah, shout out to Dex still.
Yeah.
I'd heard of you. And then I remember you did the show like in the
summer.
Yeah, in the summer. It was like in the little playground part, and I was like, yeah. Do you get what I'm saying? I think that was the first time I heard Gotham.
Yeah.
And bro, like after I heard Gotham, even when I heard the remix of Gotham, and I think because it was Kojo Q you had on there, innit?
Yeah, Kojo Q.
So I already had heard about Kojo Q from other brothers who I had spoken to, because at the time I just finished doing a project with my boy J Soul. Shout out J Soul.
J Soul.
Yeah, J Soul. Yeah.
That's my guy.
Yeah.
He's in London at the moment, isn't he?
Yeah, he's in London. Yeah, proper good brother still.
Yeah, that's my guy. Yeah, that's my guy.
And so when we jumped on a few projects, because he does the project every birthday. He stopped doing them now. He just did his last one.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So when he was doing that,
was you on any of them?
Yeah, I was on 2.
Oh, dope! I didn't know that.
Yeah.
You didn't put that on your page.
No, I did, but low key. Do you know what the thing about me is like?
He sucks at social media. That's
bro.
The thing.
Do you know what? I just don't care about that. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's.
But you have to care.
Yeah.
I think that's been my issue in it. Like, I proper don't care about socials. Like, I proper don't care about stunting. Like, I love music. Do you know what I'm saying? I love rapping, like, but I can have a bank of tracks just there. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, I don't care about that stuff. Yeah.
Right, yeah, J Soul's there. That even brings like gives me back memories. J Soul's my guy. Like,
yeah. He reached out to us a while ago, innit?
Yeah.
Like,
back when I was doing the thing.
Back when he was doing music, because he stopped doing music maybe 4 years ago. 4
or 5 years ago.
Yeah. So he shouted us. Like, basically, it's joke, because we was in Ghana and our engineer John shouted us and he was like, "Oh, I got a link in Ghana." Now John is an older white guy, like he's on one of our podcasts as well, and we were like, "Bro, like, who do you know in Ghana, bro?" Do you know what I'm saying? And then he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna link you up." So we rang Jay, and then we were talking to Jay. And the thing about Jay, he's so cool. Like, he plays everything so cool. So when we were speaking to him, I was like, "Oh yeah, we got introduced to you, we got asked to call you and that. Listen to our music and that." And he was like, yeah, I'll listen, and I'll get back to you. And then we were like, yeah, you know that how music is, isn't it? We're like, yeah, he's not
back.
calling us back, bro.
Let's just go to
Let's
Lombardi.
let's go to Lombardi and cut. Yeah. So anyway, long story short is he called us a little bit later, and he was like, I'm feeling you guys. He's like, like come through to the studio. So we went through to the studio, we chilled with him for a bit, and we were listening to some beats and that. And then he did the J thing, which I've come to know is a normal thing. When he does his projects, he does it in a specific way. So number one, he's not giving artists too much time. He will give you 2 days, 24 hours, whatever in it. Whenever he calls you and says that he needs your verse, that's when he needs your verse. You don't deliver it,
you're not on the project, yeah.
So that's what happened the first time. And then he shouted Sammy, and Sammy likes to write, he likes to take his time. And so Sammy was like, bro, it's a bit tight, But then when Sammy jumped out of the game, I was like, nah, man needs to work with Jay. I was hearing the beats and everything. I was like, Jay, man needs to work with you. And he was like, right, jump on this project. I was like, when is it out? He's like, tomorrow. I was like, huh? At that time, I didn't have a home set up, didn't have nothing. Shouted one of my boys, and I was like, listen, bro, we need to record something. I need to give this verse to Jay. It's been 3 years in the making. Gave it to him. Woke up the next day, and man was on the project. And I remember just seeing big names, Kwesi Arthur, thing, and I was like, that was
Malogo was on one.
Yeah, Malogo. That was where who else did I meet? I met bare, when I say bare people, even a lot of the people Delis, the people that I follow now today.
Yeah.
Do that, Q was one of them.
Okay,
Kojo Trip, another one.
Kojo Trip's called.
Yeah, he's wavy, innit? So now they've just become part of the circle, innit? And I said, next time I touch down in Ghana, man's gonna shout them and get some work. But for me, I'm very low key. I'm getting to that age. It's kind of I love music, but it's what do I really want to be signed? What I know would be inside. When you're young, it's I really want to be signed. Really want to be signed, innit? And then you start to understand the industry a little bit more. Do you know what I'm saying? So
what's your view on?
Yeah, that'll be interesting. Yeah.
And obviously, don't shoot yourself in the foot.
Yeah, bro, man will sign, bro. Yeah, man will sign, bro. For me, I just feel bro, everyone can't be an entrepreneur, bro.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Some people are bosses, some people are workers. It's how the world is run, man.
Yeah.
But I think we're sold this narrative that everyone's a boss. Not everyone's a boss, bro.
Yeah.
No, you get me? When I look at it and I've sat down with people and I've had conversations and stuff, and it's being independent. There's a bigger definition to that. What is really being independent? Because half of the people who say they're independent is not even independent. So what is independent? Is independent being solely independent? Is independent being owning your masters and having a distribution deal? Is independent just signing off a couple singles but having your own entity? Is independent putting out the music just yourself, nothing else? No one's truly independent. Everyone is dependent on something, bro.
Yeah, no, definitely.
We depend on these streaming platforms. We depend on this PR. We're all dependent. So I think that is another false narrative that's been sold, and a lot of artists are missing out on opportunities because they are like, oh yeah, I'm independent, because that's what it's cool to be independent.
Now, yeah.
And I know Jay-Z's selling that narrative, all of them are selling that narrative, sign yourself, do this, but not everyone can do that.
Yeah.
When you work with a label, yes, they take a percentage of it's what you negotiate at the end of the day, what you negotiate and what you're willing to give to the label, but they give you something as well. People act like you sign to a label and they don't give you nothing. They just sign you and sit you down. They want you to make money. Obviously, if you don't make, they want you to make money. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm not going to talk and say I wouldn't sign to a label. I'm not going to say I'm not going to be independent. At this present moment, I am independent. I'm a free agent, bro. I'm a free agent. I've signed deals in the past. I've signed single deals. I've signed distribution deals. You get me? I've signed project deals. I've done all that signing stuff, but I'm independent. I haven't been signed with a record deal. But if a record deal was to approach me and it would work in my favor, and it's something that I could work with and there was a nice chunk of money there, why would I leave that on the table?
Yeah.
I wouldn't leave it. For me, I always believe in anything situation that has been given to me, I will maneuver it for it to work in my favor.
Yeah.
And that's just how I look at it. You get me? I'm saying
definitely
and
blessings.
It's gonna get me somewhere, man. So I think signing is up to the artist, but for me, there's nothing wrong with it, man. We need to stop feeding that narrative, man.
See, I see it. It's funny because I see it when you get signed to an agency for a job, innit? And when you sign for a job, under an agency, you're given a number of different pay platforms, innit? So you can be a PAYE, innit, where basically your agency do everything for you, innit? And you just basically reap the income, innit? But they take a bigger percentage in terms of the cut. Then you have umbrella companies where they give you a little bit more freedom. Or you could be totally independent where you have to employ an accountant to do your
To
taxes.
do your taxes, yeah.
And literally, that's how I see the music game when people are talking about signing, not signing. So I'd echo what you said, innit? I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing. I think it's a choice for the artist.
Yeah.
But I do agree with you that there is this narrative being sold that, everybody should be independent. But as I said, for me personally, even in music, I'm just not a disciplined person. If you're gonna ask me to post every day in my face and that, I just don't care. Do you get what I'm saying? So if a label's gonna come to me and be like, listen, we're gonna do 20 shoots this day, you're gonna do like your whole week is gonna be booked up with shoots, and we're gonna get someone to curate your Instagram and post all the time. That might be better for someone like me. Do you see what I'm
also
saying?
you got to remember as well that the people who are going to be put in your corner to do that thing, that's what they spend their entire time doing.
Yeah,
You feel what
definitely.
I'm saying? Like, so if somebody's a PR manager, that's what they do all the time. But a lot of the time, if you're an artist, you want to focus on your art. You don't want to be a PR manager. You don't. Do you understand what I'm saying? You don't want to have to think about clearances. All of that stuff is long. What you want to focus is making music. So I do get what you're saying, and I think it's proliferated outside of music as well, where a lot of people are like, "Oh, the 9 to 5 thing." Some people need the structure of a 9 to 5.
Yeah, 100.
Yeah, everyone's different, man. Do what's good for you, man. Do what's good for you, man. Don't be following people. For me as well, like, if I had the right team around me and I had like lots of people around me, a social media person, everything in place. Obviously, of course, I would stay independent. I'd have my own team. But if you don't have your own team, then you're more likely to sign. And I think everyone just makes their decision. There's no wrong or right in it. It's up to you, bro. Like, do what you want to do. Like, some people take the masters thing serious. Everyone has their own belief system, really, bro. Like, that's really
How have you found building your team? Because interestingly, that's something that when I've been in photography, when I've been in graphic design, when I've been in music, it is one of the hardest things, I personally think, innit? So how have you found that?
I think the team builds itself.
Okay, nice.
You just do, and you attract. That's what I've learned, man. Especially from working with Sem. Like, I've learned that the most, man. You don't beg. You make the phone ring. That's what you do. You make the phone ring. With you don't go asking. Like, for me, I don't do that. I just make. Do you get what I'm saying? And what will come will come. Like, do you know what I mean? If there's the energy's right, I might ask you, oh yeah, would you fancy managing me? Do you think this is a good idea? You've connected. Oh, okay, cool. Like, or engineer, do you want to be my engineer? Or do you want to be my photographer? But you don't beg. You don't. The team naturally, you kind of just
together.
You come together, and I think it forms organically. And I think those are the best teams.
So you mentioned, Sem, you've got you've been shouted out by probably one of the most well-known hip-hop DJs in the UK. So how did that come about, like your relationship with Sem?
Yeah, well, Sem's cool, man. It was through a guy called Def Jeff. So I remember Def Jeff wanted to come to. I had a listening party, Love and Frequencies. I was getting ready to drop Love and Frequencies, so I signed a distribution deal at the time. For I hadn't signed a distribution deal then. I was getting ready to drop Love and Frequencies, my project. So I was recording it, and whatnot. And I was doing a listening party. So I wanted to do a podcast listening party or something new that I was bringing
I remember
in.
watching that.
Yeah. So I did a podcast listening party. And Def Jeff hit me up and he was like, bro, I want to come down to this thing, but there's a little situation here. What's good? Can I come down or whatnot? And I said, yeah, bro, of course you can come down. I got you, man. Just, come down. These times I didn't know him. I just met him off Instagram. Like, he's just an Instagram. I didn't know who he was. Didn't know nothing about him. And then he comes down. Like, I'm not saying nothing about him. I knew him off Instagram, and we were talking, and we were cool, and he liked my music, and he's been a supporter for a long time. So he just wasn't anyone. Right. But when I say I didn't know him in the flesh.
Yeah.
So he's come down to the podcast. Podcast was lit. The show was lit. The turnout was amazing, bro. Like, it was crazy. Sick. We listened to the tunes. I had like a panel. I had like Ricky Smart from Top Boy in there. I had Lucan. Had Chucks, I had a girl called DeRay. They were all panel members, so we'd play the music and they would listen to the music. When you come down, you get free complimentary wine, rosé on the get. Like, it was just like, man planned it sick. Vibes, man did. I was like, rah. I just tested myself. I was like, rah, man can actually pull this off. Okay, rah, a little 200 people here. Like, okay, all right. It was just a good vibe. And then we listened to the project and we get to the end of the project and then we play Gotham Remix. So the first time Gotham Remix was going to come out on the 31st and I was playing Gotham Remix. Man just played Gotham Remix. And yeah, but we just played it and it just went wild in there, bro. Like everyone's like, rah. Then
you had
afterwards,
some proper. When I say proper features on that thing,
yeah,
do you get what I'm saying? Slime is
mad.
different.
Yeah,
different.
Slime was cold. Paris was cold.
Cold, yeah.
Chrissy was cold with
yeah,
the vocals. Everyone just Kojo. It was just a remix and just like, rah, this is sick. So, all right, so Def Jeff, he's chilling. He's like, oh yeah, and that's what's going on. And then we chill to the morning to about 3, and then he goes, yeah, I'm ready to go now. So I drop him off in West London. So as I drop him off in West London, he just goes to me, yeah, I'll shout you or something. And he goes, you know what, you know that Gotham song? I'm going to send it to Semtex, you know. I think Semtex will like it. But that was because of the goodness of my heart of what I did in it. Because I sorted him out. I sorted him out for him to come to the show.
Yeah.
And then I dropped him back to West London.
Literally just about to say
so. So I've done that, and I think out of the good, it's just gone. Yeah, bro. Like, let me send it to Sam. Like, I didn't even know he knew Sam.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't even know he knew Sam. I didn't even know. I just saw him just a regular guy. I'm not saying that like he's not a regular guy. Like, or he's not. He's a big guy. He's a normal guy with all normal people. But
that's it.
everyone knows someone.
That's
the crazy thing. Don't count no one out.
Oh,
Everyone knows someone.
it.
There's someone that you might be looking. Oh, you don't know no one, but they know someone. That's their cousin. That's their brothers. Everyone, because we're all connected. So
that's it.
He plays it to Sem. Then all of a sudden, the next day, Sem's playing it on Capital Extra.
Man.
And even when Sem played it, he put it on his 5 tracks. He even got my name wrong. He was like Nash Boy. He was like Nash Boy. Sick rhythm. So he's played that now, and then that's it. Like I've said, thank you. I've asked Def Jeff for Sem's email, and then I've emailed Sem the original, and he goes, "Oh yeah, sick." Then I've dropped another tune, Armageddon 5. Then he just loved it. He just hit me up again. He's like, "Bro, like you're making some." He's like, "Drop me your number, man." Like, and he's put it on his 5 tracks again. So I said, "Okay, right." But I didn't think anything of Armageddon 5 because these tracks are very unorthodox to what's going on.
Yeah.
I was about to say your style is such a style that it's so real for people like me coming from like a black culture and from like a Christian family, and you talk a lot about blessings and your own struggles and stuff like that, but it's not necessarily what people would have considered the sound that was gonna blow. Do you know what I'm saying?
I love that though.
And I think that's what's so dope.
For me, I always feel like there's too much saturation. Like I've said this before in different podcasts where I feel like in the UK in particular, only one sound is allowed to reign, 1 or 2. You're lucky if you get 2. And then everybody kind of jumps on that, and then rappers feel forced to jump on a certain wave because they're like, yeah, well, I just want to get into the industry, so let me pursue this type of thing. So when I hear somebody that's a little bit different, or someone like you, you're just like, huh. Yeah. And it's refreshing. You know what I'm saying? So
I can't even lie. The first time I heard it, I was like, do I like this type of music? Innit? You know me, I was just real in it. Like I was just like, right, does man like this? Why the flow? And then I was like, no. All right, let's. As you said, innit? Because you're so used to listening to one sound. So at the moment, the sound is drill. Let's not. Do you get what I'm saying? We know that, innit? And so I was like, yeah, it's not really drilly. It's not really like
Afro-pop.
he's got like that old school hip hop sometimes. And I was like, like, do I feel this? And I was like, no, bro. Let me just listen as a music lover. Do you get what I'm saying? So I just put the headphones on, and I think it was Love and Frequencies actually, like, and I listened to that. And then before Love and Frequencies, like, obviously it was Gotham, and then I just had to listen to like a little bit of Nash's catalog in it, and was just like, yeah, let me just listen, bro. And then I was like, yeah, the brother is different. And then man was hearing the pockets, and as you like, obviously as you grow as an artist, the sound started to mature a bit, and I was like, nah. I was like, fam, you was gonna sleep on this, brother. you know that feeling? I was like, right, you're gonna sleep on this. Like, it reminded me of like when your boy says, all right, check out this tune, and you're like, yeah, man's gonna do that, innit? They're like, right, you check the tune, and you're like, no, man's gonna check it. And then you listen to it, and you're like, it's like a couple months later, and you're like, right, this is a banger, you know? And then you go to your boy, and they're like, right, I told you, G. Yeah, it was a proper that moment. So yeah. No.
So speaking about styles and music, who do you? I don't want to say role models, but who do you look up to in terms of rappers who are out there? Not even rappers, singers, rappers
Yeah, the best, man. Like J Electronica,
Of course, yeah.
Kendricks, the Coles. I like rappers that are saying stuff, man.
Yeah.
That's just me. I've always been like that. I want to hear something, man. Like, and sometimes it's even hard. Like when I hear people listen to certain records, I'm like, wow, what is this? Do you get what I'm saying? Like, that's me in it, but I don't fault anyone for like I don't even fault people for not even liking my records. I don't fault people for not understanding my records. I'm just like, I get it. Like I'm at a point where I'm like, I understand why you don't like it.
Yeah.
I totally get it. Like even just to touch on, even with the Fire in the Booth, I noticed a lot of the comments on made you think it was a battle. I see people battling. I was like, rah, I'm sparking this conversation. Someone's like, rah, he's not even rhyming though. And someone's like, yeah, he is. Are you dumb? Can't you hear this? And someone's like, oh, this is dead. And someone's like, no, this is sick. What are you talking about? And I'm like, but to all of them, I'm like, I get it. I get why you don't get it, and I get why you get it.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? So for me, I'm not too fast, bro. I know my music is good, and I know my music. I can make music that will last the test of time. So
that's it.
Like, I won't argue with no one, or I can't. No one could ever like. I won't sit there and go, I don't feel hurt. Like even some artists are scared to read their comments.
Yeah,
bro. Like since the Fire in the Booth, I've gone through all the comments. I've read them all because you can't hurt me. Like I'm confident in my art. I know what I deliver. I know what I can do. I know my pen. I know my strengths. I know my weaknesses. So I'm not hurt. But and when it comes to style, I like that unorthodox style anyway. That J Electronica style, that Kendrick style, that Cole style, that Wretch style. That's what I like. I'm drawn to different. I've never wanted to be the same. Why would you want to be the same?
Exactly.
That's boring.
Yeah.
Do you get me? Why would man want to be the same anyway?
I think it definitely takes a minute to actually digest your music. Do you know what I'm saying?
But that's what I see. That's what I like.
But I get what Nash is saying, where he's like, I know that not everybody gets it because they really, you know, like when you know music here and you know that someone delivers in a certain way, innit? You can get that. Like J Electronica, bro. Like, come on. Like some people are like, yeah, he's wavy, yeah, and you're like, okay, what did he say? Do you get what I'm saying? Like, what was he trying to say here? Like, what was the message? And they're like, yeah, but his style's kind of cold, innit? And you're like, I get it, innit? I get that you love his style, innit? But I also get that you will never truly understand the content of what is being delivered right here. So, like, when you look at, like, the Lauryn Hills, when you look at, do you get what I'm saying? Like, the Refugee, like, when you look at people like that, there's, this sounds nice, but there's also the struggle and the pain. But there's it takes
a while, mind, and not even a different mind, but sometimes there's music that you do not get upon first listening. You have to let it marinate a while, even to hear some of the word. That's one of the reason I love Sway the Sapphire. So for me, growing up, like that was my king of rap, innit? He was from Ghana. He wasn't talking about
guns and
all of the stuff that grime artists were typically talking about. When he first dropped, he was hilarious. You know what I'm saying? He had songs like Harvey Nicks. Do you feel what I'm saying? He was a funny guy.
Harvey Nicks. Everybody thinks I'm a star. What? Let me not get started. So he was.
So wild. For me, like I said, Sway's one of them guys. But one of the things I loved about Sway is that every time I sort of listened to a tune as a young man, innit, I learned something new. Like you would hear wordplay that you didn't hear on the first thing. And I feel like your music is like that. Obviously, Sway's a bit more of a puncher. But you can't just say, okay, yeah, I'm going to listen to man's 11-minute thing and absorb everything. You feel what I'm saying? You have to go back and listen to it. And I like music like that. Of course, if you're out and you're dancing, you don't want to worry about stuff. So there's music for that area. But I'm a bit like you. I'm a bit of a snob when it comes to music. I'm like, if it's not saying nothing, then that's not my music to listen to inside my home. Outside is different. When you're in your car, it's different. But
I do make digestible stuff as well. But I think I'm just known for undigested, like, you know what I mean? But I do make digestible stuff. Like I feel like some of my records, I'm gonna make dance records and stuff like that. But predominantly, I enjoy making. It's not even. I don't even want people to fit. It's just like, man, just enjoy.
Don't want to be in a box. You just enjoy making music.
Yeah, man, just wants people to like. It's getting things off my chest, but also spreading a message. That's what I enjoy doing: spreading a message of consciousness, spreading a message of attention to who we are and awareness and knowledge, man. Because I feel like as a people in society, we've just been stripped of all of that, man. We don't even know ourselves properly like that. So I feel like if I have a gift, it's also part of my duty to spread that message, not thoroughly, like every day hammering it into your head, but like that. But at some point, man has to do something that speaks to the heart and speaks to the soul, because that's how you're gonna get into people's brains, isn't it?
Yeah, no, definitely,
that's true.
Yeah, that's how I look at it.
Because I think that's part of the reason why. I don't want to speak for yourself, innit, but why you're drawn towards music with a bit of substance, because you know that on some level it elevates you as a person.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? And so I feel like that sometimes. I'm like, yeah, but are you better for it? You know, like when, like, I don't know how to explain it, but when I listen to Bob Marley just singing it,
it's different, bro.
I wanna love you. Like, and the thing is, man's not riffing up, down, doing all of this stuff. He just sits. It's just simple. I wanna love you. I'm just like, yeah, man. I feel you, Bob. You feel what I'm saying?
I think it's soul as well, man. Soul, man. Music is soul, man. You need soul. Like a lot of the things nowadays, they lack that soul, man. It's like I want things to connect with my soul. Like, you get me? Like, I want to hear an instrument. I want to hear a bar that's gonna make man go raw. Like, shit, that made me think. Like, and that's what I like. I don't know. That's what my spirit's drawn to, isn't it?
Yeah, that's true. Do you read a lot of books?
I used to. I used to read a lot, but not anymore. Right now, I just read more of the scriptures, like the Bible and the Apocryphal and the lost books and stuff. That's what I really read at the moment, but not like.
How do you get into reading the Apocryphal? Because funnily enough, I remember there was a huge debate around that. You know, around the time I got baptized, there was a time I think we were talking to one of our guys, and he was very knowledgeable about that stuff, but I didn't feel knowledgeable about that stuff, innit? And so there was a query for me. I was like, should I really be getting baptized when I don't understand the lost books? But then I realized, for me personally, it was about my relationship with God. Do you get what I'm saying? So I was like, I'm not an avid reader. Sammy loves reading. So, you know, for me, it's like, I've always read the Bible from probably what? I got gifted. I read the Bible so much, I got gifted the Bible when I was in school. But, you know, I just never delved into that additional part. So how did you get into that?
Yeah, it's just when man, I feel like, how did I get into the Apocryphal? Yeah, so I always questioned Easter, innit?
Oh, man.
Yeah, I didn't ever believe that. I always like, I don't know, man. I feel like, bro, like, our spirits are strong, you know? Like, I feel like, especially us, like, melanated people as well, like, our spirits are, it's like, your spirit is deep. Like, that's how you can feel something in your gut. Like, I'll sit there and I'll chat to someone, he goes, this project is gonna do something, you know. I feel it in my gut. You feel it, and that's your spirit. You feel it deep within. And I felt like I was always someone who questioned things. Even from young, I was like, I don't know, there's something behind that. There's a reason why that is that. I'm not gonna say that is red because it's red. Why is it red? Why is it sitting in the box? Why is that lion there? Why is that this? Do you get me? I always question things. So I was big on conspiracy theories. And then I think it was around Easter time, and then I went, hold on, Easter, and then I started looking into the origins of Easter, and where Easter came from. And I was like, I put it up on my story, and I was like, Easter ain't even real, man. It's about some goddess called Ishtar, who's a pagan, who's a Babylonian goddess who was from back in the day, some Sumerian. Why are we celebrating Easter for, man? It's a pagan thing. And then I put it up on my page because I was very loud on my page. Man. I just put things up, man. I'm relaxed now.
I remember your lives as well. Your lives used to go off.
I just talk. I used to talk too much, man. I don't know why I was like, that was a period in my life. I don't know, maybe I was frustrated. I don't know, man. But I was just talking bare and just throwing things out. Maybe I was just, you know what I mean? Sometimes you get depressed or you get sad and you just let it out in different ways, but you don't even know you're going through something.
That's it.
So I was like, throw it up, and then one girl hit me up. She's like, you know about the Apocryphal? When I saw the word, I said, what? What the hell's that? What is that? And she showed me the books, and then that's how I got into the Israelite doctrine and the Hebrew doctrine. And then she started teaching me, and like then some man hit me up and he started schooling me. Then there was this thing called, it's mad. All of this is happening in like a period of 2 weeks. Then I did a little fast for like 3-4 days. And then I started seeing number 7777. I'm like, raw, am I bugging out here? What's going on? Something's just happening to me, bro. Like, I know something, raw. Look at my Israelite sisters calling me now. I call her back. But yeah, like, and something, I know something's happening to me. And I'm like, what's going on, bro? Because But these times I'm not even in the Bible like that. Because I'm a Christian, but I'm not in it like that. And I said to myself, bro, what is this, man? So some guy spoke to me about Deuteronomy 28 and he started breaking it down to me and I started understanding it. Then I've done the research and I've realized Israel was knocked down in 70 AD and a lot of the Israelites fled into Africa to get away from the Roman Empire and they went to the coast of West Africa. Then I've realized, then they were taken to Jamaica. So Jamaicans and Ghanaians are one, which I already knew. And I'm like, what's this deception? Then I'm searching. So that's how I've come across all of this, like Apocryphal and all of this.
You just inquisitive.
Bro, but it wasn't just inquisitive because I wanted to be inquisitive. It was my spirit, bro. Like my spirit was just searching. And I hit up Nathaniel Shalom. And I've gone to his congregation. I've started to bro, it's mad. And the craziest thing is, since man understood that doctrine, that's when my music clicked. Before then, it was just a struggle. Like I was struggling, but now, bro, it's free flowing.
So you really work on frequency.
Flow, bro, it's free. Like people even ask like Charlie and Sem, how's Charlie and Sem in the same room with you, bro? And no one's even heard nothing from you and you have a fire in the booth.
Yeah.
Bro, that's not me. That's not me. That's unheard of. That's not me, bro. I didn't plan that. I didn't even know that was going to happen.
Yeah. You just invited some you to your
listeners. Bro, I didn't know, bro. Yeah. But it's like, bro, like I could talk about this all day because this is like the turning point of man's thing, bro. 100, turning point. But even when I sit in meetings and stuff, like, I feel like, do I have to change? They're like, no, we like that. We want that one. That. I'm like, rah. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Do you get me? Like, who would have thought they would have picked up somebody who's talking about something, but every time he's different. He's different. I like that. And it's like, that can't be me, bro.
Do you know what's mad?
It's a higher power.
This is the second time, and it's back to back, that we've ended up talking about the blessings and the spirit, and bro, don't get me started. This is the second. So
people are gonna think we're trying to push an agenda.
People are gonna be like, these guys are trying to save souls and get people baptized, and because literally we just finished wrapping up a podcast with DJ Semtex, and he was talking about his journey in it, and how he lived along with his grandmother and his parents and stuff, and how he got into the church, and he said that, funnily enough, that his DJ career really went off when he just kind of trusted. When he trusted God, just was like
the Most High, bro.
Yeah, like, and then similarly, we've ended we didn't even mean it, we're just talking in it, and we've ended up on the same thing. So people are gonna be like, yeah.
It's an agenda. Lord.
Yeah, but I mean, for me, like, I've never been scared of my faith, innit? Like Sammy will tell you, I've never been scared of my faith.
Love and frequencies. Every song that I get conscious in is a song that people gravitate to. Black Box. People love that. Love and frequencies, 1 million streams.
Yeah, I love that too.
Do you get me? And it's like, like anything that man brings the Most High in, it just goes, bro. And I'm like, okay, well, that's what's working. I gotta talk about that stuff.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah, you at Wireless, weren't you?
Yeah, I was at Wireless.
So how was that? Is that the first time you've been?
First time, yeah.
And how was that for you?
Yeah, in all honesty, it was great. I loved the performance. I loved being on stage. Semtex brought me out. It was beautiful. But man, don't really like this whole miming thing, man.
Okay.
So I'm a bit disappointed in that aspect. But again, I understand. But I'll be very honest, man. I can't even like the miming thing. Just get your lyrics, man. Know your lyrics, man. Come and give us a show. That's the only thing. But I spent most of my time backstage anyway, just chilling, talking to people, connecting, building my network. But that's the only thing. But it was great opportunity, great show. I know that, bro. When man starts getting serious, like, bro, when man starts getting serious sets, like 40-minute sets, like Wireless and it's just a rap, bro. People are gonna remember, bro, because performances, that's one of my gifts. Like, that's one of my areas of.
You seem so comfortable.
Yeah, I love it. It's the best, bro. Like, bro, no worries. Do you know what it is? You're in a state of flow. In life, like, I feel like during these times especially, you have to find something that gives you a state of flow. And a state of flow is when you don't think about anything else but that thing that you're doing at that particular moment. Because the state of flow takes away all this anxiety, all this depression, all this things that you problems. Do you get what I'm saying? Because we're constantly, especially if you're in the working class and you've got kids and that, you're constantly in this unnatural battle, bro. Like, you get me? It's unnatural. Like, how we work and all this, all unnatural, like a natural way of living. So state of flow, like that's what performance does for me.
Yeah,
freedom.
It's fun. Do you know, it's crazy to even hear Nash talk about this stuff, because I kind of think that, I just think we're in a weird state, innit? And so, as all our listeners know, innit, I work in social care, innit? They probably know that by now. I've said it so many times. And I'm like, but you lot are liars, man. I'm like, you tell me that you want the social model, innit? The social model to me is this. Do you know what I'm saying? Just having a conversation, innit? Like, we're getting information because we are podcasting, innit? But apart from the podcast, like, we're just talking, innit? So then why do I need to document so much? To me, documentation in that specific aspect to prove a point is a bit unnatural to me, innit? So, like, it's mad to hear Nash talk about it, where he's like, yeah, like, when you're not in the flow of things, innit, it's kind of unnatural. Because for me, I feel like we do a lot of unnatural things as humans. We do things because we need to do them. And to me, that's not really a state of flow, innit? Like, so, yeah.
Yeah, and I think, for me, I feel like one of the things about human beings is some people lose it. Like, they never get to do anything that puts them in that state.
But we all have gifts, and that's what it is. Like, the natural, this system just robs us. Not even the system, but we let ourselves, no one robs us. We let ourselves be robbed, man. We don't focus on our gifts and what we can really give to the world. And I think that's one thing that we have to do. If it's art that you're good at, give it, man. Give it to, bro. The Most High will bless you, bro. He will, like, bro. Like, people look at, sometimes I talk to people and they're like, oh, but you've been rapping for so long and you haven't made certain, but bro, you ain't made certain amount of money and da da da. And I'm like, bro, it's not done yet. You can't say that. It's not done yet.
Yeah.
And it's not done yet. You don't know. Like, you get certain blessings from doing certain things. Like, for example, even this podcast, it might not be bringing you money right now, just right now, but you might have certain blessings from this podcast that's just so mad. You might never even break a bone in your body. You might never ever catch COVID. You might never ever have to want or lack food. You get what I'm saying? There's so many. There's so many better blessings than just financial gain. Because of this capitalist system, we're just all stuck in this money. I'm not saying money's not good. It is good, but, like, bro, fuel your soul, man. Fuel your spirit. You gotta do something that you love, man.
That's it.
How you gonna live your life and not do something that you love until you die? That's mad. You're gonna die stiff. Like, life is about memories, man. It's about memories. That's what money does. Money buys memories. Do you get me? When you're on your old and that, what do you live off? You're gonna live off the cash. You're gonna live off the memories.
No, definitely.
The things that you did. Like, that's what's gonna keep you happy. Like, but some people, each to their own, innit?
Yeah, I find that because a lot of the people, when you go on a lot of forums that talk about podcasting, how to grow your brand and this, that, and the other, the number one question people ask is, how can I get more people to listen to my podcast? Instead of, how do I become a better host? You know?
Facts, sick.
How do I make sure that what I give to people is the best quality that I can manage, or that we can manage? Nobody thinks about that stuff. Everybody thinks about how many people can I get to listen to my podcast, because then I can monetize it.
Yeah.
For me, although yes, it would be nice if we were picked up by somebody or there was opportunities to monetize, but I think about how many people have come through to this spot. How many people have got to meet my daughter, you know, and see like my family life, you know, people who have spoken and have literally changed the way that I see the world. Do you feel what I'm saying? So, like I was saying to Leon, like, I've started journaling, you know, it was just because of a conversation that I had, and it was way back in the day with somebody on this podcast. And I was like, I should actually try that, you know, and it's made a massive difference to my life. And those are things, like you say, that are blessings. But if you're always focused on, but where's my bag?
Bro,
Then you miss everything.
Yeah, I used to be like that, man.
Is it?
Yeah, the bag, man. I used to really like, I want the bag. Like, sometimes, cause that's why you start making certain types of
very
music.
true. No, very true.
That's subconsciously, that's what's in your mind.
Yeah.
Pleasing people in the bag.
Yeah.
See, do you know what? It's mad because as I've got older, man just cares about vibes. I don't really care if nobody. I don't need a camera to have vibes. Like, Sam will know. Like, I just care about vibes, bro. Like, even if it's chill like this, like, it don't have to be a mad thing. Nobody has to be spraying bottles or nothing. But if I vibe with you, fam, we can sit and talk for. I've had G's in my house. We're sitting talking till like 5 a.m. Speak to my brother ask him, bro, 4-hour conversations. I speak to my mum, 3-hour conversation. Like, I don't have a problem just vibing with people. Like, and I don't believe that the world should always necessarily see that. Like, it's none of your business what I do. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, none of your business what I do. I just enjoy what I enjoy in it. So I definitely feel that one. I feel like more people should just do what they enjoy. Like the bag is love, nice. Innit? But you see, even this mythical thing about the bag, yeah, it's like when I've actually seen a lot of my G's, yeah, who are successful and make it, more time they're just sharing the bag. They don't even realize that they got the bag. They just got a spare 100, and then their other G's got a spare 100, and they're like, all right, let's go and have some vibes in a club, and just all the collective people who are busting 100, it just looks like mad peas, innit?
And you know what I'm saying? That's reminded me. Sometimes you get brothers, yeah, who get given something, and then the person who gave it to them is like, yeah, now you're mine.
Yeah, that's wild.
Do you feel what I'm saying?
That stuff is wild. Like, yeah.
No, you're not gonna make that kind of music, mate.
Yeah.
I put money in you. You're gonna make that Tiny Temper stuff. You know what I'm saying? No shade on Tiny.
And that's why I rate Sem as well, man. Like, Sem put his money in, and he was just like, bro, just do you, bro. So you said do what you do, you, bro. You got you get me, and that's real. Like, Sem is he's bro, he's what the industry needs. That's why he is where he is, you know.
Yeah,
it's because he gives. His heart's big. He gives. He doesn't care about numbers. He's not like, he gives, bro. He's like, yo, you're cold. You ain't got. Don't worry, bro. You're sick. That's all that matters. You get what I'm saying? We need more people like that, man.
Definitely.
Because I've seen that. Like, he's somebody in the industry where you'll see him and you'll like some rapper's page in it, and that rapper's like, it's got maybe 1,000 followers, just because he thinks it's cold.
Yeah,
you know, I've seen him. He gets about on the socials and that, and seems like a cool guy, bro. Like, you know,
serious guy, man.
You know what's crazy? Yeah, like, I actually rate this conversation, yeah, because I think there's always this narrative, like, in the music industry, that everyone's a shark, innit? Like, everyone's a shark and everyone's after this. But you see, when you see glimpses like this, it's important for people to see. Like, there's young kids watching this that we probably don't even know, who are thinking, raw, like, everybody in the music industry is just gonna do me over and take my money, innit? And then they're hearing a real conversation from brothers. Do you get what I'm saying? Just saying, raw, you can actually make it, and maybe along the way you meet someone who's just clean hearted. Do you know what I'm saying? So I think that's important still. Like,
when you're wary of people teething your money, that's when you meet people who teeth your money. That's when your energy's on, man. You're attracting that energy. You're attracting that energy anyway, man, because you're already wary anyway. So you're gonna get that energy.
It's true. And then you meet people who can't trust nobody. Like, it's all mad. So just before we close out, I just want to ask a couple more like light-hearted questions. Like, what kind of gets you up in the morning? What do you enjoy?
What gets me up when I wake up?
Yeah. So what do you look forward to in your day, sort of thing?
That's mad, you know. Don't even, you know. I just wake up. Yeah, it's mad. That's actually a deep question, but I've never thought about that, man. I don't really. Like, I take everything normal. Even when I woke up for the fire in the booth, it wasn't anything like, oh, I got a fire in the booth. Like, I just wake up and I just thank the Most High that I'm up, man. But I don't know. I just get on with it because you know what it is. I think maybe I'm in autopilot and there's so much to do. I've always got something to do. I just wake up and go, rah, what needs to be done today?
Right.
That's how I wake up. But yeah, that's deep. No, I don't feel like that. No.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know if I should ask this question then. Like, if you were to have like a billboard in it, and everyone could see it going to work and doing what they're doing, what would you put on it? What would you tell people?
Rah, that's deep. At a billboard, you know. And then what is it, music wise? Anything,
bro. Like a message to people. Like, maybe you feel like people.
Message that's deep, bro. Let me tell you, that's coming, dude.
I'll just have love, man.
Yeah.
I'd have my picture on there and I'll have a side say love. Love is the answer or something like that, man.
Yeah.
We need more love, man.
It's true though. I said that.
That's the answer to everything, man.
Man, because I was thinking about it the other day and I was like, you know, our culture, yeah, right now, it kind of seems like the music pits men against women, and the culture has this men against women vibe to it too, you know. But like beforehand, it was like men made love songs about women, and so you got things like the Soul Train. Do You know what I'm saying? Do you remember seeing them videos? Everyone's in them slack pants and that, and everyone's dancing together, and the ladies are dancing with the man.
You know what? I think it's coming back. You know, I think it's coming back. You know, like.
Why do you think that? Where's your evidence?
Where's my evidence? I mean, I think that there's a new vibe in it. Like, I just feel like with music, it kind of has this kind of cyclical motion. It's not everything is always the same, innit? Like, for example, I remember when I was growing up, R&B artists from the UK, there's no R&B. Do you get what I'm saying? What the closest was an Angel, and like, let's think about how many times my man
Craig David. Fam.
Oh, okay, Craig David, yeah. So Craig David, times Nathan. Okay, Nathan.
Come on, it's
yeah.
around the
But like, if you're gonna talk about Nathan and FDM and all them, yeah, that was like a proper sound. But to me, yeah, like, I don't want to sound rude, innit? But I don't think they got their flowers.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I really don't, innit? Like, compared to what was popping with the Brandies and they weren't getting no flowers, G.
Yeah, they didn't respect UK music.
Yeah,
but I feel like a lot of it was because UK music was trying real hard to be American. Yeah.
And I just feel like now there's just more of a vibe. Do you get what I'm saying? There's more of a vibe. Like, for me personally, innit? Like, that's how I feel.
People believe in the UK music now.
I think people believe in each other now. Do you get what I'm saying? When you actually get that collective in it, that's what I believe in. I believe people believe in each other, and so you're automatically gonna get that link up. Yeah.
Fair enough. And so, what's next for Boy Nash?
Just more music, man. Obviously, right now the stuff with Sem is out. The project's out right now. Everyone should go check it out. So Great EP, DJ Semtex featuring myself. 5 tracks. No one knows this, but there's a video coming.
Nice.
So look out for a video.
Exclusive.
It should be out actually. But when's it coming out? Sunday, isn't it?
Yeah, Sunday, yeah.
Okay, yes, the video drops today. Literally. It drops today. So
we've got an exclusive.
Yeah, it's dropping today, man. Southside video. I'm working on new music. Right now, because of obviously the recognition that I've got and the meetings that I'm having, I can feel it, man. I can smell it, and I know, like, yeah, the deal's coming, like, more things are coming. I feel it in it. So I'm knuckling down. I'm making like the best music I've made. Do you get what I'm saying? And I'm spreading a stronger message. I got vibes coming, man.
Yeah,
I'm just tapping in. Next year it's go time again. Probably 2 EPs. I'm just tapping in.
I love that, man.
Yeah, man loves that still.
Yeah, bro.
Imagine this year was shocked when we started chatting about Billboard. Watch it, bro. You're just gonna see it like more love, and you're just gonna be like, you're gonna be busting up, bro, because of what happened on this podcast.
That'll be, man. You know, that'll be a moment. You know.
Yeah.
I will put that up. I'm like, what? We spoke about this.
Speaking into existence, man. Man, I wish you all the best, man. You're a blessed guy.
100.
You take your craft real serious, and I love that, and I wish you like all the best. If people want to get in contact with you, how can they do that?
www.boynash.com. Just go there. My email info@boynash.com. You get me? Everything's Boy Nash, like Instagram, everything Boy Nash. Yeah, literally.
Sick, man.
That's wavy.
Bro, thank you for coming through.
Yeah, no worries, man. Thank you for having me, man. Appreciate it.
No worries, man.
Big.
So that's what we're gonna call it, a rap, ladies and gentlemen.
So my name is Sammy.
My name is Don.
And we've been the family.
Bow.